In this week's court report, Brandon Andrew Schneider, the area man arrested for a domestic violence incident alleged to have occurred with his spouse on June 22, 2018, and who posted bail before his scheduled first appearance in Justice Court on June 25, 2018, also had 2 cases in district court in addition to those domestic dispute charges. You might recall that around town, Schneider is known for his bravery and persistence in overcoming obstacles, including drug use. Schneider was previously sentenced in 2012 to 19 to 48 months suspended with 5 years probation for the charge of possession of an instrument with burglarious intent. In a separate case back in 2008, Schneider was sentenced to 1 year suspended for conspiracy to commit theft. As of July 2018, Schneider had an active bail, cash, or bond of $5,000, and as of that same time, charges were still pending in Schneider's domestic battery involving strangulation case in Justice Court. Diane Davis, the Pahrump woman connected to the killing of 17 dogs after a fire was reportedly intentionally set in her home back in July 2013, has had her sentencing hearing in district court continued to February 11, 2019. During Davis's status check, Lisa Rasmussen, defense for the defendant, argued that the witness who testified about her friendship with Diane Davis and ownership of animals is unreliable and not credible. However, the court finds that evidence and testimony to be relevant. Later during Davis's calendar call, attorney Rasmussen notes one issue present with regard to a defense witness who was presently in New York and states that she will be asking that witness to testify via video. The state's rep informed the court that he most likely will not oppose video testimony and will notify the court properly if any issues do occur. And Richard Deutch, the former Nye County officer found guilty of the domestic battery charge he was facing connected to a reported fight with his ex-girlfriend, still plans to appeal that court decision. Deutch now has his restitution hearing in Justice Court continued per stipulation to February 5, 2019. And he also has a status hearing in Justice Court on that date for 2 other charges: injure or tamper with vehicle damage $250 to $5,000, and injury to other property in a separate case connected to that incident with his ex-girlfriend. During Deutsch's bench trial, the defense rested, and after hearing closing arguments, the court found that the state had met its burden of proof on 2 of the 4 counts Deutch was facing and found the defendant guilty as charged on counts 2 and 4 and 1, domestic battery and injury to other property less than $25. However, the court found that the state did not find its burden of proof on counts 2 and 3, both for purportedly disturbing the peace, on 2 separate dates, and found the defendant not guilty of those charges. Notably, since Deutch has now been convicted of domestic battery under Nevada and federal law, he cannot carry a firearm, which now prevents him from fulfilling his job duties as an officer and a member of the military. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry.